day 2. Day 1 wasn't yesterday, it's the day before. So I guess it's day 3. But I haven't painted on it. This is the second day of painting. So we're going to come back through. I'm going to come back through and do something different. We're going to take this to the next level. Some things about this that are great. Some things about this are fucking horrible. And we're gonna get at it. So I'll pull up my reference photo. The reference photo is like super blurry, which is okay. So I'm gonna go softer. That's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna go a bit softer. We have some pink, we have some red. Well, on this painting, I wanted to introduce, let's go a little wider so you can see more of me. I wanted to do a few things. I wanted to introduce some of this green that I hadn't tried yet. I wanted to paint a woman, magical woman, who had a little bit of weight on her. Palette paper. Oh, I want more light. There's lights everywhere in here. Let's just turn one on. Here goes the ring light. There we go. That's for me. All right. We'll be doing some mixing today. This paint, I mean, it's okay. It's not great, but I might branch out a little too. Bust into some of my expensive acrylics. Expensive is relative, of course. God, I'm really struggling with music in my life right now. If you have any musical suggestions, I want them. I want them. Try this. Odessa Radio. All right, paint. Oh, wait. I can't be wearing these clothes. Just look disrobing. Okay, this comes off. These it off. What's my fancy sweater? Oh, this might be enough. Flight suit. We're going with the flight suit because who knows what's going to happen. Put my work shoes on. I don't know how many hours have I got? I got a couple hours. I have at least 2 hours. Yeah, I did my homework this morning, aka connected with my social media manager via our Trello board, and I have to review a contract today and respond via email or request an extension, and I got at 3 o'clock. That's it. So I got a couple hours here. I'm fed. All right, let's just do it. I'm gonna do it. Ugh. Always have to be moving shit. More space, please. Okay. You come here. Don't want you. Let's get some basic colors I want to play with. I want to play with this red and that yellow and that. I want some straight black, pink. We're not using orange on this one. It's an experiment. That's intentional. Do I have the other yellow? Where's the other yellow? Here she is. Okay. working out of these containers of paint. I bet if I go a little wider, you can see what I'm doing on the floor. You have to walk the camera back. Walk it back, walk it back. This is more about process than about painting progression. Alright. Oh. Stick. Alright, sweetheart, you are a magical fairy wish. You have explosive power. And you connect with nature. Dark, green eyes, shadows, lips pursed together. We can come up a little bit here. And the edges. That's not bad. We want to come up over, some shadowing through there. I'll leave some of this, but I'm going to pull in some more there. This whole side, I think, is okay. I might hit the signature with, I wonder how that responds to polishing. Not an experiment for this exact second. Maybe I'll try a test with that. Okay. Where does the light source is coming from, both behind her and the side of her. She's going to be backlit on this side. I can catch a little bit of backlighting of the hair over here. And then there's going to be a light, basically like where my body is. There's going to be another light source. Where my body is will be another light source. So we're going to catch some light here, some highlights here. This will be light up through here. I'm going to stop using the yellow. I'm going to model out the nose. We're going to go a bit softer. I don't know about that. I'll see what comes for inspiration, for outline. I'm going to take a step back and get the whole thing in. Back here behind the camera. Alright. This just needs a second day. It's not a horrible painting, it just needs a second day. Alright, let's do this. Brushes. What do we want today? Okay. Here's some brushes we're working with. I want this flat one, this one, this one. I want a small detail round brush, which is none of these. Let's pull one from the crate. Another brush container we're going to go with. Not too small, this one. I've used this one before. Okay, this will get me through. Your brushes, you got a stick for hitting things with. I'm going to use a palette knife. Wow, I don't normally use palette knives with this paint, but apparently I am. Those knives are really jacked. Find a palette knife, Jason. Might be one over here with the oils. This one. Just need to create. Found one of my favorite palette knives. Just need to scrape it off. Razor scraper right here. materials, get some paint out. I'm gonna let myself dip into my golden heavy body acrylics for this. Normally, I don't pull from them for things this size. I get my punch in different ways. And I'll pull from them if I want to. It's a fun experiment. Okay. Some of that on the palette. What else do we want? I don't want to get into the yellow right now, but I do want to get into the red and ooh, the pink. Pink will be more fun. You go down here. Down here. It's magenta, almost color. Okay, let's just play with two of these, then a little white. And what would be the dark? I don't want a blue. Where's that midnight blue? A little bit of black. But that blue I have is almost like it's great. Okay. Get bent. Alright. Let's play here. You know what I don't have? I don't have white. Do I want white? I do want white. A little bit of white, please. Okay. I know how to do realistic portrait painting. No, seriously, I do. So how can we combine all of these styles? All right, I got some water. I'm gonna get a rinse jar. Got that. This tools I haven't been using a lot of lately. Include a little water in each of these little puddles of paint. Let's see what we can make. All right. Now, I'm running the risk of having the paint start to lose its energy, the painting to lose its energy and start to look flat. It's a risk. It's a risk of using these tools. So counteract that a bit with using a really big brush and going fast. Ooh, I know what I want. I want my high gloss gel medium. What do we got here? Gloss medium, yeah. This stuff. It's gonna be nice to mix with this paint. All right, and I'm known to fuck things up royally. I'm known to contaminate the source material. Okay, open. Let me get a little container to put some of this in. Some gel medium. That's gonna be fun. Okay. A little water, slowly drying. Pull some off here. Mix them in. All right, paint with me. See if we can still capture the same energy. See if I can still capture the same energy. So I don't know if this is a job for Samantha or not. some distance here. Right-handed. I want my reference photo on my right side. That's doable. Come here, sweetheart. Come over here. I'm using you. Have a sense of light and dark and shadow and where to put each of those. Intentionally using a big brush here. Intentionally not going to high fidelity. Intentionally, well, I don't know if it's intentional, but I am having lighter strokes through here. Thinner layers is what I mean, not lighter strokes. Alright, tapping into the black a little. Seeing how that, yeah, that's good. Okay. Beautiful purple. Pink and black and purple. That says a lot about how they make it black. Waiting for, I ordered this like super black. Blending. Right, what it says is it's a dark blue. That's what it says. That wasn't obvious to you. Blue on a blue. Is this grabbing one? Because I want to limit my palette. Resisting because I want to limit my palette. I don't know how this mic works when it's right behind me. You might not be able to hear me. But I turned up the mic today. The sensitivity on it is higher. Oh, whoa. Something's here. Feel that. Wow. Feel the energy in me. It's really true. It's like sinking in, turning on. Things are happening already. Softer. John sent me a link to Peter Paul Rubens image. It's a softness that I'm playing with. Let's connect this across. I don't have to do it all the way. Just have some elements of softness might do the trick. This wasn't enough to hold it together before. I get that from there. Where I got it from on my palette. So many colors! Gotta love it. I love it. You don't have to. I love it. Black and pink. Make purple. That's so ridiculous. And true. In this case, as you can see what's happening here. Smash that. It is Tuesday, I believe. Smashing. Okay. Things are changing. Yeah, this is interesting. Interesting I've chosen to hold these colors too. I hold this limited palette. And it's a different limited palette than where I started. Just push this. So I just got a little bit of the gel medium on. And I'm just working with the gel medium to push painting across the form. A little bit of blending here. Acrylic, it will blend, but you only have a matter of minutes to get the blend on. And then you lose your window. Then I lose my window. Okay. It's changing. It's changing quite quickly, actually. I'm willing for this to totally suck. I know I'm a good painter. I know I frequently make good paintings. And when I make a bad painting, it's either because someone else really wants to see it. It's important for someone else to see this painting. Or it's a transition piece. I'm already accomplishing what I set out for this one. You hear my head, what I'm doing, and I'm noticing my critic coming up, and I'm like producing factual information to silence my critic. My critic just wants to like give up, say it's horrible, quit. Protect me from like criticism from the outside. It's like criticize yourself first, and then you don't have to worry about other people criticizing you. That's the racket. And when I get ahead of it, and I provide unarguable evidence, to the contrary, not even to the contrary, just other evidence, and sometimes it shuts the fuck up. So I had a couple goals for this painting. Paint a heavier weighted woman. Make it look feminine. The painting. Maybe the human. Whatever that means, right? Whatever feminine means. Allows touch, restores. Some of it says 3 protein bars at 8. Some of it's music. When I say lost connection with source, it means that I can feel that I'm in thought. I'm thinking about what I'm painting instead of feeling what I'm painting. Antidotes. Water. Movement. Break. Dance. Different music. Different music. Keep saying that. Let's do that. This is already making a difference. Out of colors. Let's get some more color. When I also have this tendency to move into economy, where when my palette runs out of color, like, oh, I ran out of black. Okay, no problem. Let's just substitute. And I'll like pick a blue. Run out of the blue. I'm like, okay, let's pick a green. And it can make for interesting paintings. And it can also just be like creating resistance for no reason. By creating resistance, I mean like creating something to push against. There are times and places and reasons for limiting a palette. And, part of me likes that resistance. Part of me likes having to push against it. Also, just get the colors I need. They're right here. Just takes a few seconds. Maybe a minute. I do a lot of art, but I don't stream. I try and stream when I paint, and there's a lot of other stuff out there. Best place to find the newest updates for my art is my website, jasonhansen.com. Instagram's another great place. Alright, let's have a talk with you. What's going on here, sweetheart? Also, what's your name? What gonna be? Feeling this heavy energy. It's on my heart. It's on my balls. Aren't you darker? Where is the light coming from? Deep in this brush? Okay, a little more flow. Painting what I know it should paint instead of painting what I think it should paint. Feels better. Feels better just to know what the brush strokes look like instead of getting stuck in thought about what they should look like. Missing line. The love line. If you're following along with me, you know I went on a fast, basic fast is a great way to describe it. A fast from line for about 6 or 8 months when I was starting back to painting again. It's been only recently that I've gotten back, allowed myself to start doing a little bit more of line. View brush, go time out for a sec. Let's get some warm, fleshy colors. That's a good one. A little pull this underneath through. Don't want to look too finished. Because if I wanted that, I just, make a realistic portrait, which I can do. That's not really what's needed here. Okay, smaller brush I got. Let's look junked up. Get some distance. Way better. Trying to do a little blending through here. Not sure if it's going to be possible. Let's go around, brush and play with the eyes a bit. Okay. Not tight, don't worry. Actually. That's some of my cold and heavy body acrylics. There's one a little green. And a little blue. Now, the formulas for these paints, I'm sure, are a bit different. I'm using this chromium oxide green, this manganese blue cube. Just need little bits of these. You can use these to mix up colors for the eyes. A little of the blue, a little of the green, a little of the white I'm already using. They're going to mix together just fine. It's so beautiful. Okay. Alright. That may be another step up. After I paint through this paint I have, I might step it up. Okay. A little more blue. Alright, where are you looking, sweetheart? A bit more green in her right eye. It's pretty funny. little bit more of this manganese blue hue. Okay. Yes, $14. And it's great. And it's great. Okay, here my resistance to upping the cost of paint. So the paint I've been using to do these abstract paintings is not cheap, but it's economical. Switching to a paint that has more pigment in it, I definitely can do, but it's literally a 10x cost in painting. 10 times more, maybe even 20 times more, depending on the color. And I may move to that. I'm not going to move to that today, but I may do it. As you can see, I'm obviously doing it for my higher level coats. I think the coats of paint I know are going to get covered. I'm using the great quality, excellent quality, but and not going to kill me. That's the other thing. That's the other big change I did recently, right? I like switched from caustic, gonna kill you paints to just open the window a little bit and you won't die paints. All right, let's put that aside for the moment. Get into a little black here, a black lining. Oh, here we go. New song, please. Shaping the brush. What do I want to use this? Oh, here. So I make a shape out of the brush, and then I can use that shape. Use this little palette knife. Show you. To its palette knife. You might be able to see that. Maybe here. So this is a palette knife, and I can shape the brush on the edge, and then pick up the kind of paint I want. Now these aren't great brushes. I use these because they go to shit pretty quick. I'm meaning like I don't take care of them. I don't clean them out. I don't clean them out because, well, sometimes I do. The ones that, this one's actually just not working right now. It got sticky on me. Some of the paint out of the fibers of the bristles. Paint's a little sticky too. A little more volume. Okay. Alright, so put this little black ring. Oh, I'm painting over sticky as well. Part of the problem. That'll get thicker. Okay, thicker. A bit more. Maybe next week I'll go deal with my eyeballs. I need different glasses. I want different glasses. See if I can do the same with this round brush. Not the same, but better. New music, please. Alright, I know what I want. This golden ivory black, Mars black. Heavy, quick drying, black. It's dark. It's still not dark as dark as dark. They're having some other blacks. Oh, there we go. Relax into it. Yes, this is black. Should use this just in, small spots where I really want to punch it. Get it punched. Yeah, this stuff mixes so beautifully. It's also a trap, right? Like paint that mixes really well becomes a bit of a trap because I spend time wanting to match things exactly because I know that I can. I know that it's possible. I know that it's possible to have all of these little value changes, like I'm doing right now, like defining the shadow of the eyelid on the upper part of the white of the eye. If I was painting with a 4-inch brush with only 2 colors at my disposal, I would not be doing this. So this stuff takes time, and the places where I take time is where it's okay if I lose energy. And oftentimes it's an equation, right? It's okay to have more precision and less energy in the eyes. And that's what I'm doing. Just to mix it up. That color, but add a little more blue for fun. That's what we're going to do for a little bit of the shadow along the bottom edge. Ooh, I'm into the black too, which is great. This thing over here. I don't want just black. It's more of this. Now, from a distance, your brain is going to put this together, put all these marks together to build a face, because that's what brains do. Build faces out of what we see. You can even be like walking through the woods and be like, oh, that tree stump, it looks like a face. It looks like my grandma. We're like already programmed for that. Coming across the top. Put a little bit of that shadow in the iris as well as the white of the eye. And a little bit of that same across the bottom. Take a little breather. Some water. Think about I want to keep these drips in. I really don't. Oh, they're here to stay. What about you? You here to stay? You are. Okay. Alright. This painting right behind me that I've been. Yeah. It works. I'm working on a thing I don't have an easy way of showing you, but right behind you is a painting, and I'm playing around with this judicious, specific application of varnish. It's nice. Some parts will pop and other parts won't. I'm thinking I want to do some more. Stand over here and look at it. I think I'll see it in a different light. whoa, what is going on with you? Okay. Let's do a little bit more of that I was doing. It's fresh here. A little bit more of that across the bottom here. Break up those lines just a little bit. This isn't oil. Remind myself this is not oil. I can't reach up and blend things. I was doing just a few moments ago. That time has passed. But it's dry enough. It can come back in over top. And come back over top even with the thin paint, which is something I can't do often with oil. So pretty dope. Pretty happy about that. I'm gonna make that work for me. So it's a little concerning when I feel paint hitting my face. This phase is a lot about feel. Look, respond, look, respond. This is like the response. This part of the painting is about responding. Seeing marks and responding to them. We get this gel medium. I'll run a line of it underneath where I want to blend to. Pull in, blend across these lines here. Volume. Okay. Oh, Sunsurfer Critic is alive right now. Sending me little bits of data about how it thinks his painting's horrible. It's interesting. I'm gonna try and just laugh at it. Trying to come up with like thoughts that are gonna upset me. Make me think it's bad or something. I want her mouth to be bigger, and I'll do that. There's something about the eye that's not working for me. mixing on the palette right here. Not palette, canvas. Mixing off the palette, mixing on the canvas. I'm up and down, up and down. I'm oh. Okay, what is truly needed? That's my attention, and I'm not going to bother with it. I want to do the lips later. Because I'm going to pull out red. I'm going to make a new palette for them. Okay. So in the theme of okay. On the theme of paint, and not overworking things. What is needed? What is needed? What do you need? She certainly does not look magical. She does not look magical. She looks very serious. She doesn't look like magic. She doesn't look like a dream. Add a little sparkle. Okay, let's Samantha out now. Got some structure here for her to work with. I like drawing the lines in the coloring book. Spot the shadows on my body. Okay. So let's make it look fun now. 1, 2, 13. And those lips. Oops, sorry, iPad. Okay, let's do it. Let's get out the red. I just did a set of lips on. I had orange to work with though, so I did a set of lips this morning, last night, on pink. There we go, it's red. Right here a lot. Palette knife. I have one. I need to pull. I pulled out some red. I need to pull a little bit more pink because we're gonna use the pink. Use the pink. I have enough of that so yellowy color. I don't know if the pink. 2, 3. Okay. All right. Red and pink together. One more red. Okay, so I have this base color here. Pull over here. Throw in some of this black. It's a little too much. Have it. Pink, red, this shadowy, darker color. Still have the pure. And I'll pop my brush in the white when I want to make that. Alright, so this is, it's hard to see from back there, but this is what I'm up to. That in there. Alright, sweetheart, your lips are gonna get bigger, wider, maybe even pop some teeth in there. This brush is nasty. Alright. Inventing. I have some other reference photos. Maybe her mouth is different than those. Nope. Wait, maybe. Yeah. Okay. This is from movie stills. Not telling you what movie. It's not actually a movie, it's a Netflix show. Wow, I'm good at mixing. Okay, so I'm aware of myself. I'm aware of this small section of the painting. I'm aware of my breathing. I'm aware of the larger painting. Holding all those at the same time. Aware that I want to make changes, so I'm not fixating on the reference. Thinking about the larger, so I'm in here working small, and while I'm working small, I'm thinking about the large. I like to paint lips in 4 different colors. This is going to be the lightest. Grab a little bit more of this pink, go a little bit darker. And a little bit more of the pure red. To do this side over here, which is going to be slightly darker. It's also a little desaturated. I'm noticing what's necessarily planned for. Alright, so this is the second. So it's split. Top and bottom split in half, left and right. Each one gets a different value. Now I want a little bit more dark. I could get a little blue and or green actually. I still want it to be red. I just want it to be darker. Do a little mixing on the palette here, and on the canvas. And if you're wondering, no, it's not canvas, it's a panel, it's wood panel. Framed, primed, wood panel. It takes forever to make these. Okay. Again, thinking about the larger. And one more, so let's get a lot more of the black. We're going to roll on black on my palette. So let's see what I do with my can I? Get what I want. Let's see. And then this area is the darkest over here. Okay, now the modeling of the areas between. So for a few minutes, maybe another 1 minute, I'm able to do a little bit of blending with acrylics. They'll be dry, so it'll be too dry to mix in 5 minutes. I'll put some of this black, Mars black, on my palette. It has a lot of pigment, and you remember it's going to overpower these other colors very quickly. So I'm just going to get small little dips of it. Just a little bit of that. It's kind of blue too. Yeah, so I'm using this giant size 8 brush to do these tiny little lines. It holds its edge pretty good for me to be able to do that. lips aren't straight across. There's these little, like, up and down crinkles on them. I'm gonna get a different brush. Kind of lighter. Red. White. This mixture of red and white, I'm not even going to call it pink, I'm calling it a mixture of red and white. Think about where I want the highlights to be. These I'm inventing based on my modified light source. And a little bit of my style. So adding these little cues for your brain to pick up on. Your brain wants to make this a mouth. It wants to. It's just looking for some clues. Like, give me some clues. Give me some highs. Give me some lows. What would make sense of this? Dangerous. Wiping my nose on my sleeve, scratching it. I'm gonna cheat a little bit of pink here. We're looking for some red. The tips of the nose. Looking for 2 dots that look like eyeballs. Okay, let's take a look, see what this looks like from a distance now. Brush just fell out. Brush just fell on. Okay, I still have time. This little thing in my brain is like, hey, you're running out of time. You gotta go on a meeting or something. I don't. I don't have a meeting until 3. And it's nowhere near 3. I hope. Alright, I got all this black in my palette. I'm gonna use it. This transition deserves a music change. Forgot my intentions. I like this song. Glad I took that week. I took a week earlier this year to learn how to do portrait painting with acrylic. Falling back on that a little bit right now. Wake up. But one thing I learned is that green I have, I hate. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. It will serve a purpose someday, but right now, like, no. Such a no to using it for anything. I do like that magnesium blue hue and the chromium oxide green mixed together. Those two tubes of paint from Golden, love those. Whatever that crap, maybe I can get that made up. Maybe I can like paint some paint swatches, take them in, get them made up in these, on that water-based enamel. I like a lot of other properties of that water-based enamel. Okay. Okay, she goes in timeout now. All right, timeout. Timeout. Timeout means that I don't know what else to paint, and I have a fear that I'm going to fuck it up by going and doing more. So I'm not going to add more. What did we do today? How long did we go? How long have we been streaming? An hour? 2 hours? Hour and 51 minutes. Okay. So let's check my caps. Something I always forget to do is put the lids on things and then end up with not paint. A brick. Okay, stick. Come here, stick. You're glued down. Okay, stick. So we did a lot. What did I do? Let's turn off the glare. I'll be in shadow, that's okay. Okay, so what happened? Took a very blocky and linear face and changed it up. I put a whole entire layer over top using these white flesh tones and pink. I used this golden yellow, fuchsia pink, a white, a black, pulled in some blues for the eyes to make them pop. What did that on you? So did some modeling on the face, redid the eyes completely, did some new lines across here to de-emphasize that red line, took almost all of the red out of the face. I mean, I left in that. Did some highs and lows in the hair, left everything on the left side and almost everything on the right side. Put in some fun accent marks over here. I'll go back over that with paint marker when it's completely dry in about 2 days, maybe 1 day. Did a lot of work on the eyes, changed the shape of both the eyes, changed the shape of the nose, changed the shape of the lips, changed the shape of the left cheek, used this purple pretty heavily, did some splattering to add a little bit of magic. She doesn't yet look magical, and the face looks a bit disembodied from everything over here, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. Like there's an uncomfortableness there. And it's an uncomfortableness that I'm okay with. I'm okay with uncomfortableness because that might be its magic. That might be the special magic that this painting has, is the uncomfortableness that this looks like. Like this almost, right? Like I might think that this is like a face, a prosthetic face. It's been like attached onto something chaotic or robotic. The signature's here underneath the silver mirror. I'm okay with that. What else would I do? It looks robotic. I do want to add in that white. Maybe I won't wait to do that. I still have some white right here. Just have to get a brush ready. Tomorrow's artist date. Tomorrow, Thursday's artist date is Chicago. Taking a day trip to Chicago. Going to the art museum. I've had a plan for months. I'm waiting for my vaccination. Waiting for it to be open, waiting for the COVID numbers to be under control. Well, planted this in like December. Be worth the wait. Breathe and be here. Breathe and be here. That's what I wanted. Do I like it? Yeah, I just needed that. Okay. And it's a game now. Bring up one white, then you gotta bring up all the whites. So that's how the brain works. Choosing on these whites to figure out where the light is, how the system works, how does it turn. Negotiating. No, it's not. The brush. Brush is down. Brush is down. This is my palette. Here. Oh, it's in the shadow. There's the light. 3, 2, 1. Wake up light. Here's the palette. That worked. All right, my lovelies. Thank you for watching. You might be watching a short video of this, edited down. Mac, they might do edit for me. You might be watching the whole thing. You might be watching live. Thank you. I'm gonna take a break and work on another painting, and then I move on to like the part of the day where I like write things and send emails and have meetings. But I can come back tonight. If my plans are done by 9 p.m. So I could be back painting again. Which means I should set myself another canvas. Set up a canvas to paint on. That's gonna be great. Okay, bye y'all. Here's peace.